Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video. So I'm teaching myself microcontrollers using this bit of kit called EBlocks, and I'm going through this curriculum called Introduction to Microcontroller Programming. It's 101 pages. I believe I'm on page 75, so I'm on the programming exercises. Done a bunch of videos before. I'm struggling. So the last video was terrible. This one went really bad. Hopefully this one that we got here is a bit better today. So we got to write a program that creates a counter that contains no, I've done this one already. Never mind, not that one. We are doing making decisions. That's the one that we're doing. So doing making decisions, and yeah, that one went terrible. And now I'm trying to write a program that creates an 8-bit counter. So we've done that already. And over here, sorry, from counting from 0 to 255 and then back to 0 repeatedly, using decision icons instead of loop icons. Okay, using two switches connected to port B, bit 0 and 1. So we are going to be pressing these two push buttons, I guess, and then when bit 0 or B0 is pressed, it counts up. When B1 is pressed, it counts down, and then display that on those LEDs on port A. Cool. All right, this is simple. This shouldn't be a hard one. So let's drag a loop. I mean, we've kind of already done it before, so I don't really understand why they're asking us to do it again. So I'm going to read two inputs, and I'm going to be writing to two outputs. In the middle of that, I'm going to be making two decisions, two if statements. I'm enjoying Flowcode how you can just like lay out, like I just written the layout of my program there by just dragging and dropping. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to be doing calculations here, and I'll do another calculation here, and then I probably want some sort of delay for debounce. So I know I want probably about 100 milliseconds there. So let's look at that. That's cool. That my program there, the structure is written. That's nice. I like that. All right, cool. Let's have some fun here. So we're going to be reading port A. We're going to read port B. We want the first bit, and we're going to call that input B0, and make a variable for me. Yeah, give it a boolean. That'll do. Thank you. Let's make another one, input B1, and I want to read B single bit B1. Make a variable for me. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. All right. So if we have B0 or input B0, then I want you to make a counter variable for me, and counter is equal to counter plus 1. So again, this is an extremely simple program. Give it a byte. Yep. Okay. And then same again here, but we want to do minus. Yep. Okay. And then just write that whole value of the counter to port A if input B1. If input B1. All right. So let's see. Am I happy with that? So I read in two inputs, write them to some variables called input B0 and B1. If you got B0, i.e. I've pressed this button here, then count up. If I've got B1, then count down. Give it 100 millisecond delay so you don't just randomly count 255 rapid. And then write that value to port A. Yep. Can't see what can go wrong here. I always speak too soon here, and then it just goes terrible. All right. Give it a whiz. Obviously, I could do the simulation, but I'd rather just download to the real hardware instead of building that 2D panel for you guys. And then, yeah, I mean, you get to see the real stuff, real lights flickering. All right, moment of truth. So if I press B0, we expect those LEDs to start incrementing and adding up. Hey, nice. With 100 millisecond debounce. Nice. All right, and then moment of truth. Can we count down? Let's try to get all our LEDs on. I wonder what happens if I overflow. All right, so can I count down from here? I know that's not all LEDs on. Hey, nice. Count down. Cool. All right. So let's see what happens if we overflow. I'm intrigued. I think I've done this already before. Come on. Oh, it's taking a while, isn't it? Almost there. Oh, it just reset itself. That's cool. I did not expect that. Okay. Alright, so that's the end of this video. Nice and easy. For once, an easy one. Oh, man. What's next? So, write a program that counts from 0 to a value stored in a variable called count when switch 0 is pressed, and then waits until switch 1 is pressed before counting down to 0. Wait, what? Write a program that counts from 0 to a value stored in a variable called count. Okay. When switch 0 is pressed. Okay, so I press switch 0. That's written badly. And then waits until switch 1 is pressed before counting down to 0. Using two switches connected to port B, bit 0 and 1, displaying the current value of the count on the LEDs on port A. I don't get that. So I'm pressing bit 0 and it counts up, but then when that one's pressed, it counts down. B 0, but it waits until switch 1 is pressed before counting down to 0. Write a program that counts from 0 to a value stored in a variable called count when switch 0 is pressed, and then waits until switch 1 is pressed before counting down to... Okay, it doesn't really make sense, but just do exactly what it says. So if bit 0 is pressed, count up, and then if bit 0 and bit 1 is pressed, that's how I read that. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. And then count down. I mean, what a pointless program. I don't get that at all. All right, I'll wrap this video up here because I can see myself getting annoyed with these. Write a program that makes all 8 LEDs on port B flash on and off at a frequency of 1 Hz. Okay, yeah, we'll do that in the next video. So let's just see what commotion this thing wants me to do. So when I press bit 0, it counts up, and then when I press bit 1, nothing. But I've got both inputs on now you can see them both on, and it's not doing anything. Then if I remove my hand, nothing off bit 0, and now nothing. So do I need to press them both? Nothing. Nothing. If I press them both, nothing. So I press bit 0, it counts up. Bit 1, nothing. Yeah, mate. Anyways, I'm gonna skip that one because that makes no sense to me. So I don't get what you want me to do there. And we'll do this one in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.